In past generations, the former trio of Chrysler minivans used to be the benchmark in the class for minivans. However, as competition from their Japanese competitors continued to rise, Chrysler also continued to lose market share as the years went by. The fifth generation Chrysler Town & Country was introduced in 2008, along with its mechanical twin, the Dodge Grand Caravan, and they both saw a significant update in 2011. However, now in the 2016 model year, is there a reason to consider the Town & Country over the Japanese competition? Well, let's go ahead and find out and check out this 2016 Chrysler Town & Country. Now, the major difference between the Chrysler Town & Country and the Dodge Grand Caravan is that the Grand Caravan is more of a value-oriented choice, while the Chrysler Town & Country is more of a luxury kind of minivan. It has more elegant styling touches inside and out. As far as the styling goes of the vehicle, it's probably the most elegantly styled minivan in the class. I kind of like it with the chrome trimming all around the vehicle. But there's no modern styling touches such as LED daytime running lights or LED headlights. It's getting slightly dated in its styling, that's for sure. And we haven't saw a big significant refresh for the Town & Country or the Grand Caravan since the 2011 model year. But however, there are rumors that a 2017 redesign is coming very soon. But however, Dodge is actually dropping the Grand Caravan in 2017. 2016 is the last model year for that vehicle. But the Town & Country will continue on with the nameplate. Here goes the key fob design for the vehicle. It's a pretty good looking key fob. We have your remote keyless entry, your unlock, your lock, and then you have your power tailgate, your power sliding doors, and your remote engine start. And then right here you have your panic button. Now this color is known as bright white, and you also do have chrome exterior door handles, smart key access on the driver's door and the front passenger door as well. Our model of the Town & Country we also have here is the Touring model. And on the inside you will find a full-on beige leather interior, power driver seat with power recline and power lumbar, of course. Now when you step on inside of the Town & Country here, you're greeted with a pretty luxurious cabin design. It's a very tasteful cabin design too. It's getting a little dated, however, with the electronics interface. Now you do have push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start, of course. And what you're hearing there is a 3.6 liter V6. Full leather wrapped steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, you have a 6-speed automatic. It's your only gearbox available. We also do have manual shiftability, but don't expect to find paddle shifters. When you put the vehicle into reverse, this displays your rear view camera with guidance lines. No trajectory, however. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights. You also have your fogs and the hazards. Driver's window and the front passenger window are fully automatic. Let's go ahead and pop up the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors. You also do have 17-inch alloy wheels. Pretty conservative looking, however. Halogen headlights with daytime running lights and your halogen projector beam fogs. Now under the hood of the Town & Country is your only engine choice. You'll also find this in the Dodge Grand Caravan, of course. It's a 3.6 liter V6 that produces 283 horsepower at 6,400 RPM and 260 pound-feet of torque at 4,400 RPM. You're looking at EPA estimates of 17 in the city and 25 on the highway. It also does have variable valve timing. Overall, this is a pretty powerful powertrain and certainly does provide adequate passing power with okay fuel economy numbers. However, it is only front-wheel drive, the Town & Country and the Grand Caravan. If you want all-wheel drive, there's only one choice in the minivan class. That's the Toyota Sienna. Otherwise, you're going to have to go with a crossover SUV. Now, competitors of the Town & Country have vehicles in the minivan class, of course. This includes the likes of the Toyota Sienna, Honda Odyssey, Kia Sedona, and the Nissan Quest. On the top right here, we also do have roof rails. Now, even though minivans don't sell as well as they used to here in North America, they still are probably the most practical choice for a family vehicle. But they don't sell as well due to crossovers. You have LED taillights, and you have a rear window wiper with a rear window defroster, and a third brake light. EPA estimates, like I said, are 17 city, 25 highway. Total vehicle price, you're looking at $33,715. Of course, all of your basic power necessities: power windows, power mirrors, chrome interior door handles, and your power door lock switch is also located right there. Let's go ahead and rev it up. Very nice. Now, build quality and materials are pretty average in the class here. We have nice soft touch materials up here on the upper door panel, which is nice, and then on the mid door panel and the armrest too. Up here it's a hard touch plastic, but the graining is decent. Build quality is okay, not the greatest, however. There are some panel gaps inside of this interior. Not all of the interior trim and pieces fit well together, so build quality certainly can be improved, but the materials are pretty average in the class. Now, coming to the steering wheel design, the steering wheel is okay looking. It's a little dated, but it gets the job done. It's fairly stylish, and over here we have your voice recognition, Bluetooth phone controls, and then your controls for your information center, also located right here. And then you also do have your cruise control over here, and then your steering wheel mounted audio controls are actually located on the back of the steering wheel. Coming up here, we do have your auto-dimming rearview mirror, LED map lights, sunglass container with a little conversation mirror, and then your power sliding doors, and then your tailgate button. And then coming to your AC controls, pretty easy to figure out, very user friendly. We have dual zone automatic climate control. Your temperatures are located on the side right here, and then you have your different zones, and then you have your fan speeds with this dial. And then you have your heated seats that are two-staged, and then we have your heated steering wheel, your recycling, rear window defroster, and your front window defroster. Right here we also do have your econ mode for saving fuel, and then you have your 115 volt power outlet if you want to turn that on or off, and then you have your traction control off button. Right here you'll find a little storage cubby, and then dual cup holders. There are a lot of places to store things inside of here, a lot of storage space. And then you also find a little storage cubby down here below, and then two 12 volt power outlets. And then right here you will find more cup holders, and then cup holders back here too. Cup holders galore in this vehicle. And then you also find a little side armrest right here, which is nice. And then this is your center console. Lots of space for your center console. You can store a lot of things in here. And then you have a 12 volt power outlet right here too. As far as the seats go in the Town & Country, they're not the most comfortable seats. They're a little firm. They don't offer a whole lot of support. I wish they were more padded. The side support can be a little bit better. Overall, these seats certainly can be improved. As far as visibility goes in the Town & Country, visibility is pretty good. It's pretty easy to see out of this vehicle, I have to say. Coming to the gauges in the instrument cluster, the gauges are pretty straightforward looking, very traditional. Over on the left we have your tachometer and then your coolant temperature gauge. And right here we have your speedometer and then your fuel gauge. Coming in the center right there we have your information center, which shows you your vehicle speed, gives you a little digital speedometer, which is cool. You could do it in miles per hour or kilometers. And then you have your fuel economy. It shows you your average fuel economy. Then you have your trip info. Gives you information on each trip. Then vehicle info, like your coolant temperature. And then messages, any warning messages that come up. And then you have your exterior temperature readout up here, and then your little integrated compass. Now, one thing I have to say about the Town & Country that I don't like, one gripe I do have, is that there's not a lot of driver legroom. I wish there was just a little bit more inside of this vehicle. One styling touch I really do love about the cabin of the Town & Country is that we do have this analog clock. It does give it a little bit of class and a nice, elegant style inside of here. Now, probably the most dated thing about the Town & Country here is the electronics interface. This head unit is pretty dated, and we haven't seen a significant refresh of the head unit since the vehicle actually came out in 2008. Now, I'm actually very surprised that they haven't included Chrysler's new Uconnect touchscreen, but I'm pretty sure that will come on the 2017 redesign. Now, coming to your different audio sources, we have AM, FM, satellite radio. The responsiveness of this touchscreen is okay. It's not the greatest, however, but the graphics and the rendering are just very dated. Your other media sources do include your hard disk drive, which they've included since 2008, and then you have your CD player with the optical disc drive, your auxiliary input, and then if you want to load your DVD into the system, you have to, or your CD, you have to open this up by pressing this button. Coming to menu over here, we have your hard disk drive. You can view pictures on here, which is pretty cool. And then right here is where you will find your USB port and then your auxiliary input. But overall, this system certainly needs a significant revamp. It's just a very dated interface, but it does have all of your audio sources, which is cool. But you won't find any infotainment like Pandora or iHeartRadio. You can't run any apps through your smartphone or anything like that. But this head unit just needs a really big refresh. Now, as far as the way the Town & Country drives, the 3.6 liter V6 provides ample amounts of power for the vehicle, certainly enough passing power with okay fuel economy numbers. The ride quality isn't up to par with the rest of the competition. The Toyota Sienna and the Honda Odyssey do have more comfortable ride qualities. The handling on this vehicle is certainly not its expertise. The Honda Odyssey is probably the sportiest handling minivan in the class. So overall, the Town & Country really isn't an enjoyable vehicle to ride in or to drive. There certainly are more comfortable riding vehicles in the class, and there certainly are more sportier handling vehicles in the class. And plus, the 6-speed automatic transmission is not the most responsive transmission in the business. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and shut down the Town & Country. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Of course, you also do have power sliding doors. All you have to do is hit the button twice right here. One of the best things about having a minivan is the power sliding doors. Very convenient to get in and out of the vehicle, ease of ingress and egress. Now, one thing that the Town & Country and the Dodge Grand Caravan have over its competition is the very convenient stow and go system. And basically, the seats will fold flat right into the floor, into this little storage area, which is pretty cool. And if you don't want to fold these into the floor, you can use this as a nice huge storage space. One of the best seating systems in the minivan class. Very convenient. It's much better than the Honda Odyssey's seating system, where you have to pull out the seats. Now back here you will find dual map pockets. Then you have a rear entertainment system, and then you have your AC controls up here. And then up here is where you will also find storage spaces for various things, if you want to store sunglasses in there or whatever. But there is certainly enough legroom, certainly enough headroom back here. It's very comfortable. And then back here we also do have manual rear sunshades, which is nice. The seats themselves are kind of firm, but they do provide a decent amount of thigh support. Now, one thing I love about a minivan is that most of the time their third row seats are just as comfortable as the second row seats, and this is no exception here. These seats are pretty comfortable back here, especially for third row, and you can't say that about many crossovers. Usually their third rows are very cramped and only for kids, but for adults these should be comfortable. You also do have your cup holders back here, and then your storage cubbies. And then you also find air vents back here, and then map lights too. And then rear sunshades, which is nice. Alright. Right here you also do have your power tailgate. Now, one thing that can't beat a minivan is cargo space. There's plenty of cargo space in the Town & Country. The seats back here for the third row also do fold flat into the floor, just like the second row. And then you have your power tailgate button right here, and then a little storage cubby on the side. Full manual passenger seat, and you have a little storage space right here, and then right here you also find a USB port, and then you have your glove box compartment as well. So is the 2016 Chrysler Town & Country a good choice for a family vehicle? It certainly is. However, is it the best choice in the minivan class? Well, not quite. If you're looking for a very flexible seating system in a minivan, then this might be the one for you. However, its Japanese competitors are certainly more refined, offer more features, and are as dated as the Town & Country. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.